the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Boston College Eagles, as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will start this game off with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Knight. Gets it out fast. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Boston College's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The running back has it. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 4th.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Jones. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Golden Eagles are on the move. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Scott. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want in offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short. Now set up in a first and goal situation.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Working the middle, it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
On the ground, it's Richard. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Canes are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bolden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Grab over the middle. It's Scott. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes the easy completion. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC. But they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Kent State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Looking to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they big-time points.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Inside the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, He could be headed towards a career day.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Bolden.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He takes it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Has the sticks, and he may get more. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Knight. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Miami! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The quick out. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. They'll run it to the right. Powers through the defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball.
Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Gonna swing it on second down. He makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boston College.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Give to the running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the single back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Knight. Right on the money. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Knight. Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late.
Looking for the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys at the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Back's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week. And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Toss to the outside. Got a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.